The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now it's Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play. Could not secure it. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lance. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down is Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Lance going to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Murray now on first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for Larry. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. First down, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Donald Parham. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. In motion goes the tight end. Lance now on 1st down. Parker's got it for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have retaken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Murray. Touchdown! nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle. Lead is now 14-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Here's Murray from midfield. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Murray, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are actually wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
They'll look to run with Spiller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Isaiah Spiller as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And Lance now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Donald Parham, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Lance now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. From the 24, Lance. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Throwing now is Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Lance again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 27, Murray.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself.
And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They run behind center with Spiller.
And this time not quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, it's Spiller. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down now, Boykin, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Boykin, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Now a give, right side. Boykin. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Here we go. Check Pete. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Boykin, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. One final try now for Lance. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.